Hello, welcome to Digestion Yoga practice to improve digestion. My name is Alexandra Salazar, and I would like to give you a short introduction about the session of today. When we feel a stomach complaints like a cramping, gastritis, gas, peptic ulcers, it's because the energy, the prana, or the chi of the stomach and the spleen are out of balance. It happens because of our diet. Whatever we are eating is not in harmony on our body is able to digest. So we are going to have a practice, some posture that is going to help us to relieve and unblock the meridians or the channels that are the stomach and the spleen channel. And these two meridians actually they start in different points of our body. The stomach meridian starts in the big toe and then comes all the way along to the inner leg, crossing the stomach, the spleen, the diaphragm, the heart, and end in the root of the tongue. And the spleen meridian starts in the nose and goes all the way down, crossing again the spleen, the stomach, crossing the leg, and finish in the second toe. The spleen and the stomach are the one that regulate whatever we eat. So they are in charge to regulate the digestion. So if our body is not able to get the nutrition that are essential for our proper function, so then we start feeling weakness, physical weakness. It causes also many other health issues, and besides that, it mentally is going to affect us. Second thing to consider in this practice is that if we go more deep into the energetic level, besides the meridians, it's also going to affect the third chakra. The third chakra is the solar plexus and manipura, and it's located here, really a little above to the stomach. And it happens that this week we are going to start the summer solstice. We are having actually the summer solstice on June 24th, and it's also coming solar eclipse. So this is a moment where the energy of the sun is going to be in the full potential. So the third chakra is like a sun for us. The energy of the third chakra it is the energy for our whole body. And the third chakra is also affecting the stomach and the spleen. So this is going to be a practice that is going to unblock the meridian channels for the stomach and the spleen and open our third chakra. So we are going to start with short breathing so we can align with our breath and align with our energy. The energy that is going to keep our spirit and our soul alive in the same way that our food keeps our body healthy. So close your eyes and bring your palms over your thighs with your palms up, and then extend your spine, relax your shoulders, and start following your breathing. Inhale through your nose, hold it, and exhale through your nose. Inhale again. Hold it. And exhale. Two more times. Inhale. Hold it. And exhale. Inhale, hold, and exhale. Being conscious of our breathing is so important because the energy that comes in our breathing is the one that holds our whole body. It clears our emotions, it clears our mind, and it helps us to be aware of our body. In the same way that the food is the energy for our physical body. So just keep having the consciousness on your breathing during this yoga practice. And then we are going to open the eyes and we're going to come into the first pose. You may need a block if you prefer. It is a recommendation, but it's not a required, and also a blanket. So for the first pose, we are going to come into our floor with our hips on over the knees and our shoulders over the wrist. We're going to stand one leg, right leg a bit, and then we're going to bring the right foot in front of us. So keeping the right knee over the right heel and extending as much as we can the left thigh. So we may want to use the blanket so we can cushion our left knee. And we are going to be holding this pose for about 5 minutes. You may want to use the block so we can rest the hands on it, because this is a very deep pose. This pose also has the benefit to open our hips and our thighs. So every asana practice has many benefits all in once. But our intention of this practice is to work on the energy, to balance the energy for our stomach and spleen. So whenever you want to bring your mind, then it's better if you focus on your stomach, on your spleen. If you have any digestion problems, then you may want to start doing observation about what it may causing it. It's probably lack of healthy diet, which is one of the main reasons. Maybe excessive some kind of foods, like excessive of dairies, excessive of protein, or it can be lack of foods, like lack of water or lack of vegetables and fruits. So it is important to balance our diet, but don't have your body enjoy certain foods that you can like it. For example, some sweet or candies once in a while is fine, but not in excess. So just make an observation of your own diet and think how you can better improve it, so you can have at the same time your own stomach and have a better digestion of what you eat. Okay, we just need 30 more seconds before we finish this pose. Okay, we are going to start it very slowly, tucking our left toes under. I'm going to start extending our right leg. We can bring also our left leg into the straight position, and we're going to stand forward the right leg. We can leave the right foot and just get a little more extension into our right hamstrings. And staying here for a few more moments so we can give a nice counter pose to the previous asana. Slowly bend your right knee and then bring the right leg to the back. Extend it parallel to the floor and then bring it all down to the mat. And let's go to the next pose. If you are using the blankets, and let's move the blanket into the right side of the mat so we can support the right knee on it. Have your hands on the block if you are using blocks. Extend the left leg parallel to the floor. Inhale and exhale, bend the left knee and bring the left foot in front of you a little farther through your hands and blocks, making sure that your left knee is over the left heel. And next, giving a full extension to your right thigh, having your hands resting on the blocks. Just remember that in this practice, we are not working on the muscles. So just relax the rest of your body. And of course, you are going to be feeling the stretching. That's the part of the yin yoga. Just giving the stretching, but not on the muscles. Giving more the stretching on the fascia and connective tissue. And just follow your breathing. Just remember to do a deep and a slow breathing. Inhale and exhale. Conscious breathing helps us to align ourselves with our thoughts. And maybe that's also a good part when we are unable to control our eating habits. If we are the one who try to eat every time that we feel anxious or nervous, then why don't try to work on your breathing by making long inhalations, holding, and then giving a long exhalation. Because what happens when we don't control what we eat under emotional pressures like anxiety or depression is that we don't eat what is right for us. So we tend to eat more sweet, more candy or ice creams. And those are kind of foods that are not easy to digest, so causing us sometimes gases because of the dairy in the ice cream, or too much sugar because of the content of sugar on the candies that causes stomach upset. So breathing is so important, not only in our yoga practice, but also in our life. And this is where we put yoga outside of the mat. We are just at 40 more seconds to finish this pose. Just follow your breathing. If you feel resistance in your body, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. One more time, inhale, exhale. Very slowly, we are going to start extending the left leg and also bringing to neutral the right thigh, bringing the right toes under and extending a little forward the left leg, pointing up the left toes, the foot, and giving a nice stretching on the left hamstring. Inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. Now bring your left foot down the mat, bending the left knee and coming back into the hold position. I'm gonna move the mat a little, move the blanket a little more back to the mat. You can open it a little more. We are gonna come into the child pose. So for the child pose, you can have both knees together and then bring your head all the way down to the mat with your hands back. Or if you prefer, then you can separate your knees mat wide and then extend your arms to the front, resting your elbows on the mat, and bringing your hips to the heels. Let me stay here for another 5 minutes. Inhale, and exhale. Child pose is one of the most healing poses in the yoga practice. It helps to relieve the stress that is in our physical body and also the mental stress. So you can be safe anytime that you come into your child pose at any time during your day. Of course, this pose is not appropriate to do in a full stomach. Most on all the yoga practice is better to practice on an empty stomach. 30 more seconds before we end our healing child pose. Very slowly, we're going to start lifting our body. Following your breath, inhale and exhale. Take another breath before we go into the next pose. In and out. So for the next pose, we are going to bring the blanket into the right side of the mat. Again, it's a choice if you want to use the blanket. And then we are going to bend the right knee. We're going to sit right close to the left foot. I'm going to stand the left leg to the front. So this pose really needs a lot of the stretching and flexion on the knees. So it's probably more difficult for some people. So then it's better to skip this pose. But if you can do this pose without any problems, so we're gonna start slowly bringing our hands to the back and then giving them a little more time and to the knee to be more accustomed to this pose. And some more things to consider about our diet has also to do with the medications that we take. So many or most of the medicines, they cause a stomach upset. They may cause nausea, they may cause also gastritis. So some of them are appropriate to be taken with food. And medicines like the pain medicine, the ibuprofen, same thing as Motrin or Advil, is recommended to take with a full stomach. It may cause stomach pain when we take it on empty stomach. But there's also the medicines that are to treat the gastritis and the peptic ulcer, like the antihistamines. When we take too much of them, then we are actually causing more damage to our bodies because we are increasing the acidity in the body. So before we go by ourselves and start self-medicating, if we think that we have any chronic problem like a gastritis or peptic ulcer, it's better to ask our doctor. Because it's not only the food that affects the healthy of the stomach, it's also the medicines. And sometimes it is important, or most of the time it's important to take our medication because they can also keep our body healthy. So as you feel that your body is becoming more warm and flexible into this pose, then you can start bringing your elbows down. And then if you feel that you can probably go more deep into the pose, then you can start slowly bringing your back onto the mat. If you don't feel any complaints on the knees and on the body, then you can stay here. We just have another 2.5 minutes. This is very good in opening also the knee and opening our heart chakra. Our third chakra, and giving also expansion to the stomach and the spleen. You can rest your hands on your abdomen, or you can just bring then up above your head. And in this way, you can give a nice stretching into your shoulders. That's also going to require more of your breathing because it's opening more your chest. So be mindful into this pose. So don't over stress if you are not ready yet. So just stay sitting down. And when your body becomes more flexible, then you can come more deep into the pose. It's always nice to feel how your body is in the full expression of your pose, but we also have to watch for healthy movements that is going to help us to come into this deeper pose. So just remember that yoga is not a race. It's not a competition with our body. It is rather a cooperation and slowing down into our actions. And that applies also the slowing down into our body when we come into these poses. So if we can accept and apply this into our yoga mat, we are more open to accept and apply this also into our life and see in what ways we need to slow down and accept more the things in our life. Very slowly we're going to start coming out of this pose. So for this we're going to bend the left knee and bring in the left foot almost touching the left knee, the right knee. We're going to start moving the right knee over the left ankle. So we can start lifting our right knee with the help of our left leg. The best way to give a rest to the right knee is totally extending the right leg onto the mat. I'm going to stay here, and this is the start of the pentacle pose that is so important in all yin yoga practice because it helps to relieve the energy that is stagnant in the meridians, and also help us to relieve all the poses that are causing us a little stress, like in this one. But I'm talking about a nice stress because it is a stretching. And now we are going to bend both knees and bring both feet onto the mat. And we're going to lift one hand and then move into the that side of the mat with the hands lifting, and slowly we're going to come all the way up. And we're going to find a way to go back into the next pose. Bring the blanket to the other side of the mat. And then we're going to extend the right leg and bend the left knee, bringing the left foot behind and touching our left hip. So again, we can just stay here with the hands in the back, following our breathing, and just feeling how our body becomes warm in the left side, also how our knee is opening, and just giving some relax into our abdomen. No feeling pressure in the stomach in this time. And even if you feel ready that you want to go deep, just give it a chance and stay here for a few more seconds. And just notice how your body is feeling. Notice if you feel any energy moving, like maybe in the lower back. That's all the chi, all the prana that is moving into your body. And if you are feeling any pain that is not welcome into your body, then try to adjust the pose into one that is not causing you too much pain, or completely skip the pose. Now you can start coming into your elbows if you want to go more deep into the pose, and then stay here until the end of this 5 minutes. Or if you prefer, then you can rest your back on the mat, accommodating your left bending left knee. You can give a massage to your left foot, giving a massage into your sole, to your ankles. And also you can massage with your right hand, you can massage the right thigh. And when you want to just rest, just bring your arms either on your abdomen or up you. You can cross your elbows and keep your eyes closed. Follow your breathing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Very slowly, we are going to bend the right knee, bring the right foot close to our left knee. So we can start lifting the left knee with our right foot. Lifting until we can totally lift the left leg and extending onto the mat. Both legs side to side and arms side to side. Just staying here for another few breaths, but we let the energy, the sheer prana, to be more balanced into our body, and also giving some nice relax into our left leg. Just follow your breathing, making these long inhalations. Hold it, and then exhale. Now we are going to bend both knees Both face down into the mat and extend one arm up. Start rotating the body into the other side of the extended arm and come all the way up. Take one breath here. Inhale and exhale. So for the next pose, we are going to extend the right leg and then bend the right knee again. Bringing the right foot behind and close to the right hip. We are going to twist the body, bringing the left hand over the right knee. And then we're just going to start just staying here where we feel our bodies being twisted, the spine, having a nice extension and flexion. And this is one of the good asanas, the twisting, that also help us to improve our digestion. Because when we twist, we are forcing the blood to come into our digestive organs, the stomach and the spleen, and also affects other internal organs of our body. So they are becoming rich in blood and oxygen. So just think in how many ways you can improve your diet, how you can access to your inner knowledge, to your inner teacher, inner dietitian, and help you to make healthy choices on what you are going to bring into your body. So drinking plenty of water with some drops of lemons is so good in helping to relieve gases and sometimes cramping. Eating healthy fruits and vegetables, a balanced diet between fiber, proteins, carbs, and fats, but also at the same time enjoying those foods that bring us beautiful and memories. But because there's no need also to have the body completely out of those kind of foods that make us feel happy and share with our family and friends. But also keeping in mind that we need to have some limits in what we eat. You can even twist a little bit more, and that's probably gonna be do by bringing your left hand a little more close to your leg or down from the knee. That helps to twist more your body into your right side. We can release our pose. Inhale and exhale. You're going to extend the right leg. Give a massage to it. We need to bend the left knee, bringing the left foot close to our left hip. Just making sure that we don't feel any cramp on our left thigh. You're gonna inhale, and then in our exhale, bring the right hand over the left knee. It can be left knee or left leg. Then rest the left hand behind you on the floor. And then you start feeling the twisting on the abdomen and the flexion on your spine. If touching the left leg is not possible, then you can just bring the right hand over your left thigh. And then you start just twisting the upper body. Then we are what we eat. We define the overall health of our body by our eating habits. What we eat doesn't only affect our stomach, but it also affects our health in general. Many of the modern diseases like metabolic disorders such as diabetes, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, they all have their origin in the food. And unfortunately, this is something that is growing every day, affecting not only adults, but it's also start affecting kids. So there's so many kids today with diabetes type 2, which is only seen in adults. So also some kids with high cholesterol, and they are all due to the fast food. So thinking about incorporating a good diet will really help us to improve our health and improve our vehicle, which is our own body. Just keep it healthy for many, many years. Because not all the solutions are in medicines. Medicines can only help to control certain conditions, but it also has side effects. So eating healthy is very healing. It's not only supportive for our physical structure, but it's also good for our mind, for our emotions. When you eat something healthy, then you feel good, you feel happy. When you don't feel that your body, that your stomach is having problems in digesting something, then you can feel all the wellness on your own. And sometimes we feel guilty when we eat in excess something that we know we shouldn't be eating. Slowly, we are going to release the pose. Extend the left leg. Bending the right knee. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to come all the way down into our backs by bringing our soles together and resting our knees on the blocks. Rest your back on the mat. We stay here for a few breaths, few moments. Bringing one hand on your belly and the other hand on your heart. Inhale and exhale. And we are going to visualize that yellow light coming into our body and settle down into our stomach, also in our third chakra, the solar plexus chakra. The yellow color is the one that is associated with the third chakra. It's the color of the energy of the sun. And with the coming of the summer's solstice this week, and also the solar eclipse, it's going to give us more energy into the earth planet and into our body. The solar equinox is the one that gives energy to all plants and living things on the earth. Also affect us at physical, emotional, and mental level, and a spiritual level too. So visualize this yellow energy of the sun coming into your body and open yourself to any healing that can happen into yourself. If you are aware of any pain that you have in this moment, so just let this light heal into this pain. If you are not conscious of any pain, just let the light to heal anything that can be hiding and you are not aware. Stay here for a few breaths. Inhale and exhale. Now we are going to extend our legs all the way down into the mat. And we are going to raise the hand side to side, come into our Savasana pose. Taking a deep breath, inhale and exhale. Let your body totally relax into the mat. Release any tension, any stress. Release any unhealthy emotions, any judgments or any emotions of feeling guilty. We are not perfect. We are all learning in this life. So be compassionate to yourself and accept each lesson as something that helps us to grow and be a better person at physical and spiritual level. We are gonna bend our knees and bring our feet down into the mat. And slowly we're gonna roll over to either right or left side. Recline your head, hold your hands, inhale and exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, you can sit on a block or on the blanket. Finding a comfortable position with your legs crossed. Taking one more breath, inhale and exhale. Bring your hands together to your heart center and feeling gratitude and happiness for being able to be one more time with your own body, with your own emotions and thoughts in this yin yoga practice to improve digestion. Bring your arm between your eyebrows on your third eye. And by repeating mentally, the divine in me, accept and recognize the divine in you because it is the same. Inhale and exhale. Om Namaste. Thank you so much for being with me in this Yin Yoga practice. I hope you enjoy, and also I hope to see you next time, next Monday again for another Yin Yoga session. Thank you so much and have a wonderful, beautiful night. Bye-bye.